So now it looks like they're growing up the top of a molehill. Hello everyone. Someone was behind me then. Hello everyone, welcome back. Welcome to my allotment diaries. My name is Emma. These are my allotment diaries. I vlog all about my allotment plot here in South London, and if you are interested in following my journey, a good way of doing that is to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just click the subscribe button, click the little bell, and every time I post a video you'll get a notification, and you'll never miss out on one of my exciting allotment diaries, basically. They do get quite exciting sometimes. Last time we harvested a cauliflower, which was like the highlight of my week. So what could be more exciting than harvesting a cauliflower? That's what I want to know. So welcome back. Today I am back at the plot to do some actual jobs. So last time I just came here, had a look around, looked at what needed to be done. Sometimes that's a whole job in itself, is finding the jobs that need to be done. And in this episode I'm going to be actually tackling some of those jobs. So lots of weeding needs to be done, lots of chopping back, lots of keeping on top of things. When you're away for a week in the summer months, the plot can just go a little bit crazy, and that's not really your fault. I mean, that's just what happens in the summer. Plants grow like crazy and it can be a bit disheartening, but just get back on top of it. Just start slowly, build your way, work your way around the plot, get on top of it, you'll be fine. And that's my motivation for today. So we're going to start with some good old weeding. Let's get on with it. Let's stop talking, get on with it. Just putting on my very well worn COOLJOB ThinkGreen gloves. So these are made from recycled plastic bottles. There's a link below that you can get these gloves with a discount code. So if you go below and have a look, you'll find these lovely gloves. I always rattle on about them. I am sponsored by them as a disclaimer, but they are fantastic gloves, and like I said, made from recycled plastic bottles, so you're doing a bit for the environment. They come in a variety of colours, different shapes and straps around them. Winter gloves, summer gloves, kids gloves, you name it, they've got it. All different sizes, and I've had no problems with them, and they literally last me ages. So I think they are absolutely fantastic. The link to these is below if you would like to purchase some for yourself for your allotment plot. And yeah, definitely a recommendation from me. Okay, right, I'm still distracting myself. Let's start weeding. This is just me running around trying to find my equipment before I do the nice cool shot. I think I nailed that one. To do with my cornflowers at the moment, because they're sort of dying back, but at the same time, sorry bee, I mean no harm, I'm a gardener, I have a license to touch these flowers, thank you. The bees are still loving them, and they do kind of still look a little bit alive. So what do people normally do with their cornflowers? A lot of people are telling me make sure you cut them down because they can spread like weeds around your plot and just turn up everywhere. But I don't know. Is that true? And if it is true, do I really care? I mean, would I really just want these to come up everywhere anyway? But look, the bees are just absolutely loving them still. I really don't want to get rid of them yet. And they still kind of look quite pretty in a kind of I'm half dead kind of way, which I still think can look quite pretty, you know? It's funny because like death can often look quite pretty in a garden, because things die back in such a beautiful way, and you can still find the beauty in things that are half dead. And I've always felt that about a garden. That's one of the reasons I was drawn to gardening. It's just that different perspective on life, and seeing death in a completely different way. But I mean, look, this is half dead and it looks stunning. Do you know what I mean? It's like there's always something beautiful to find in a garden. Even if something's half dead, there's still beauty to be found. And I just love that. I mean, these sweet peas are, I'm leaving them to go to seed, and I'm waiting for their seed pods to dry out so I can pick them and have seeds. But even these look just weirdly kind of beautiful. There's just something quite magical about them. I mean, some of the flowers are still flowering, a lot of it's gone to seed, but I don't know, something about this just makes me smile. Maybe it's just me, and maybe this looks like a horrible mess, but nothing in my garden that dies ever seems to feel like a mess. It always just looks pretty, and I don't know, it's just a cycle of life, isn't it? Anyway, the things I'll do to get out of weeding, going into full-on philosophy right now just to get out of weeding. It's ridiculous, isn't it? I think I have weeded quite a lot though. I've been doing it for an hour, so I should have. And yeah, it's looking a little bit more together. I mean, it's August, it's going to look a little bit overgrown and stuff, but it's overgrown in the best way possible with crops that are actually thriving. The sun has come out to say hello. That's a sign that I should stop weeding. That is definitely nature, Mother Nature telling me to stop weeding right now and do something else. So, of course I'm going to do what she says, and I'm going to actually cover up my potatoes. So, in a few videos ago, I planted out my Christmas veg. And if you haven't seen that video, go back. I think it's called Planting Out Xmas Veg or something like that. And we put in some potatoes on Maris Piper. We put them in beginning of July, I think, maybe the second week into July, for our Christmas harvest of potatoes. And what I did was I dug 2 trenches and then I put them in, left a bit of mound of earth. Well, I'll show you what I've done. That would be easier in a vlog. So this is one of our trenches. This is a mound of earth in the middle. This is another trench. There's another mound of earth. I mean, we've got like poppies growing on it and stuff at the moment, but I put the potatoes in, and as you can see, they have really grown really well. They're doing absolutely fantastic. So it is time to earth them up. Whenever I come onto my vlog and I say something like this, like it's time to earth them up, I get a handful of comments and people saying you don't have to do that, I've never done that, all the rest of it. And that's true. I mean, there are plenty of things that I do at this plot that I don't do the correct way, and they grow fine, everything grows fine. This is the way that I do potatoes, it works for me, and also I really enjoy the process of doing this. I find it fun and I feel like a real gardener, so I'm going to do it. But if you don't do it and your potatoes grow fine, then great, that's brilliant, you know, I mean, less work for you, well done. But I like doing things like this because it makes me feel like I'm actually doing something to help my crops, and I think it does help. I think the idea is that when you put more earth over them, you get more potatoes because there's more ground for them to grow under, and they don't reach the sun and turn green, which makes them poisonous. Poisonous potatoes equals death. So, or sick, I don't know. We're going to earth them up anyway. That's what we're going to do, and we're going to do it, okay? It's my channel. If I want to eat my hair, I can. If I want to bury my potatoes, I can. Right. It's always felt a little bit weird doing this, but I've always really enjoyed doing it. So you see how they're growing now? What we're going to do is that big mound, we're just going to pull our soil down from it and just basically bury them again a little bit higher. Obviously they've really grown really tall up to the sun, which is amazing. But by earthing them up, we should get more potatoes, and we'll stop them from actually making contact with the sun, I want to say. I don't know what's happened to my phrases. Sometimes I just say things in a weird way and I don't know why. But yeah, we don't want them to make contact with the sun, basically. So now it looks like they're growing out the top of a molehill, which is quite exciting for the plants. You know, they enjoy that sort of thing, plants. They feel special. They probably feel confused. What on earth are we doing here? But, you know, they've got to do what I say. Oh, why have you grown there, Californian poppy? Why? It wasn't a good move, was it? Oh no, oh gosh, there's red ants. Oh god, there's hundreds of them. I don't want to get bitten because they really hurt, red ants. They actually hurt more than like a wasp sting. Oh no, is there one on me? No. Oh God. I probably have mud all over me now from where I've been touching my face with these gloves on, but I've had to stop because there is a red ant nest, and I did get bitten by a red ant a couple of months ago, and it was the most painful thing that I've ever been bitten by. But also I don't want to disturb them because they look really busy. I seem to have really annoyed them. I don't know if red ants are necessarily a good or bad thing for an allotment plot. I mean, I think all creatures have a purpose, but you see them with their little eggs. They seem really busy and they seem really annoyed that I've like disturbed them. But behind them, this is what we've done to the potatoes. So we've sort of earthed them all up. I don't know if this is necessary to do or not. Like I said, a lot of you say it's not, but I've done it now. It looks a bit weird. I have gone over some of the leaves as I've done it, so you can just go straight over the leaves and cover them up. And yeah, they're just basically earthed up, just growing out of these little mounds now. And you can imagine the potatoes are now protected from the sunlight because there's just more earth over them, and also we should be getting more. But again, I don't know if that's true or not. This is just the way that I do potatoes, and this is the way I enjoy doing potatoes. So if you don't want to do that, don't do it. And if it works for you, great. If you want to copy me, give it a go, it's fun. I get a lot of fallen apples at the back of my plot here because this apple tree is sort of growing over my plot. I love it, it's really beautiful, but it's not mine, it's my neighbour's, and I don't know if I'm allowed to pick them or not if they're literally coming onto my plot. He never picks them, to be honest. And they just end up falling on the ground to the entrance of my plot, and all the wasps come, and I don't like stepping over the wasps and stuff, so I have to clear them up. But I don't know what the etiquette is if I'm allowed to just pick these when they're ripe, because he's never here. I don't even know if he uses his plot anymore, but I mean, they're over my plot technically, so maybe I can, and they do look delicious. And like I said, he doesn't pick them, hence the fact they're all on the floor. What would you do in that situation? Would you pick them or would you leave them? Let me know, because I never know the correct etiquette with this, especially when people don't turn up at their plots at the same time that I'm here. Like, I never know. Ah! There's like a million wasps in there. Oh! Ah! God, there's hundreds of them, there's hundreds of them. No, abort. Right, okay, so sorry, I've had to go onto my phone because my camera ran out of battery just as I had a panic attack about like wasps. So like I said, there are wasps on these apples. Unfortunately, there are so many wasps on the apples that I can't actually pick them up. So I'm aborting that mission because I don't want to be bitten by a red ant today, and I don't want to be stung by a wasp. And that was the direction this vlog was going in. Right, let's find a safer job to do, I think. Right, I found a fun job. I'm going to shake the sweet corn. That's a fun job. Right, let's get in the bed. As you can see from that very clear demonstration, I am trying to pretend that I am the wind. I am being the wind. So sweet corn plants are wind pollinated, which is why you have to plant them in a grid so they all pollinate each other. But unfortunately, only 2 of them have actually grown. So I need to now be the wind for them. So you just shake them and blow on them. It's not hard to be the wind. It doesn't have that hard a job. It's very destructive, but it's not hard to pretend to be the wind. Yeah, so that's what we've done. We've just blown on them. I'll sort of go into a little bit more detail if I can. Right, I'm not a sweet corn expert. I'm not an expert in anything. I'm just figuring it out as I go. But basically, this is the way I can explain it. This is like the flower head of the sweet corn, right? So what happens is this drops down onto this and pollinates this fruit, which is the sweet corn on a cob. I don't know what you call it, a cob? I think it's a cob. So the wind will blow shake that, stuff will fall down, pollinate that. There's always a more scientific explanation for this stuff somewhere. But yeah, this is not the channel for it. This is the channel for just shake your sweet corn. Why? We don't know. Just do it. Sorry about the camera dying at the end. It was a little bit annoying. I clearly didn't charge it for long enough. I hope you enjoyed my little vlog today. We did a few jobs in the allotment plot. I've definitely got a load of mud on my face. Fantastic. Oh, are you even an allotmenter who don't go home covered in mud like every single day? I don't know if mud's good for your skin, but if it is, I should have the best skin in the world. I hope you enjoyed it today. If you did, do subscribe to my YouTube channel as always. I will be back again in my next vlog. It'll either be Monday, Wednesday or Friday. If I miss an upload, it'll just be on the next day. Like I said, it's the kids' half term, like school holidays. So it's just a little bit difficult to get here, but I will do my absolute best to get as many uploads as I can up. And next time I will be harvesting a load of food from the allotment plot, so be excited for that. I'm excited for that. That is the point of it, is to grow everything and then harvest it all. So it's going to be a really, really great vlog. Please join me again in my next one. Subscribe to my channel so you don't lose me, and I will see you then. Have a lovely rest of your gardening week. See you later, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye. Why am I waving like a children's TV character? See you later.